All right, guys. Typical day in the shop. This over here in my area, my neck of the woods. Oh, I can't supposed to show y'all the cars, but y'all can see what I'm doing, guys. Nothing special about it. I am actually in the middle. I had went up front to take care of something, but I was like, let me let this thing down. I see it's going down and talk about it while I'm at it. It's really nothing to talk about, guys. I'm just replacing a burnout, unmaintained 62 TE. That's all this is, guys. And I stress the word unmaintained because this is unnecessary. Now I might be biting the hand that feed me. That's okay, but it's only so many times you can stress to people how important maintenance is. Yeah, this pan, only time this pan been off is when I took it off just to drain the fluid. Okay, 130,000 miles I want to say. I took this pan off. I'm getting ready to replace it. So, we can't put it back in a box with fluid in it. So our job is to drain it. Best way I know how to drain it is simply drop the pan. It's fairly easy. A bunch of bolts around the pan, let it down, let most of the fluid out. It's still going to have some in it. You don't get it all out. But at least it won't be spilling all out of the axle holes when I'm putting it in the box and giving it away. But there's some plugs I'm going to use off the old transmission. Yes, guys, poorly maintained. That's with any forget what kind of transmission it is. I'm talking about transmission in general. Now, guys, I got this off. Let me go over some things with y'all because this is a good chance. This is a 3.6 Pentastar too. You can check for oil leaks. You can check for if there's flywheel on the way out. Y'all know the history of the flywheel, right? Guys, this is not a wearable item. It don't wear at a certain time you need to replace it. No, something when these crack or break, something initiated. Okay, its only job is, first of all, it's attached to the crankshaft. All right, and the starter, here's the starter. I still left it in here. The starter solenoid will pull this plunge out. It will grab the teeth on this flywheel and spin the flywheel in order for ignition to ignite and the engine run. Okay, that's the only sole job of this flywheel. But from time to time, it will break. Now my thing is, where's my dowel pins? Oh, okay. Here's one right here. Okay. Yeah, my thing is, anytime I do a flywheel, I always go in with new dowel pin because it could be, guys, the relationship between the transmission and the engine, the rear of the engine, is crucial. Okay, to stuff like this, engine mounts, things like that. All of this play a crucial role. So every time I replace a flywheel, I check and make sure these dowel pins are good. If not, or one missing, I'm going in with new ones. But what else you can check while you got the trainee out? Like I say, oil leaks. It's not a drop of oil. It's not even look like where it's been trying to leak oil. Cooling leak. We have a history of fittings on the cooler line leaking. What else? It's a good chance to look at everything, guys. Everything in this area, of course. But yeah, I'm going in. Guys, don't do this, okay? I'm missing I can't find my strap, my safety strap, but always strap your transmissions up, okay? And this is a good practice to make if you do transmission often. As far as rebuilding them, I don't think I haven't rebuilt the transmission. I don't know how long, guys. I don't even know where my tools at. But I try to tell guys all this all the time when they getting ready to overhaul one or recondition one or even replace parts. Try to, before you pull the torque converter out, try to measure the distance between the bell housing and the torque converter so you'll know. Now, it's a feel thing that takes a lot of practice. I got the feel down pack. I know when the torque converter all the way in, but you may not. So get a real good, eyeball this real good before you pull the torque converter out. Just say if you take this out just to replace the torque converter. Before you recklessly just pull this out and put another one in, it's splines you're going to be fighting with, right? You can get a feel for how deep this is and how well it turns when it's engaged fully. All right, so that's another tip. Okay, it's a good chance to look at a lot of things, guys. People ask me all the time, man, don't you have to align that thing? Not so much, guys. Now this is where camera is adjusted at, right? So I'm going in with straight bolts. What is it? These not really moving any. Now if there was some if these had adjustment bolts on it, yeah, I would have to do an alignment because somebody found it necessary to install adjustment kit. Camber adjustment kit is what it called. So no, I shouldn't have to do an alignment. Now had I tampered with the tie rods and toe, then yes, it would have been a good idea to do an alignment. But of course, you all know about a good chance to check the brakes. Good chance to check anything before you even start the job. You should do that inspection before you start. But there's only certain inspections you can do with the trans out, and this is one of them. All right, now let's go over to this new transmission, guys. Here's why. This is one of the #1 reasons why the overhaul guy is going out of business. I'm going out of business as far as trans overhaul, and I don't mind. Okay, that's because of this. They can offer these brand new reman transmission for dirt cheap now, because there's so many out there sitting in the plant in the reman office that the engineers or the rebuild place that went through. They can sell these dirt cheap, and also get this, guys, offer you a 3-year 100,000 mile warranty. You cannot beat that, guys. You cannot beat that. First of all, who gonna hang on to their car another 100,000 miles after they replace the transmission? Look, they so nice they even throw in a dipstick. All right, y'all know this car or this vehicle do not come with a dipstick. However, they did give you a dipstick too, so be grateful. All right, so yeah, this is the reason why the overhaul, JT the transmission overhauler, is going bye-bye. And again, I do not mind. I'm not a big fan of yanking transmission out, labor and all that. Ooh, especially those rear-wheel drive trans with those transfer cases attached to them. Oh, I'm not cut out for that stuff. So I'm not. Yeah, here's the caps I have to put in. I say I got to set that old transmission back in this box. So do you know how easy, how messy that would look if fluid starts spilling out of it? So yes, we have to drain it. In the process of draining it, removing the pan, I realized that, hey, this is the first time this pan ever been off, which tells me the filter never been replaced. Guys, don't do that. Don't treat your car like that. Some reading material, guys. Oh yeah, you're gonna get some new torque converter bolts, new solenoid pack cover. The important thing in this, guys, they suggesting that you flash update the controller. Remember, this is an electronically controlled transmission, meaning there's a TCM, transmission control module. However, there is no separate TCM. The TCM functions are built inside the PCM. Okay, so the engine control module has double duty to perform. It has to operate the transmission as well as engine performance. That's why it's crucial that they be in sync with each other. So after I install this, I'm gonna do what we call quick learn. All right, I'm gonna flush the cooler, guys. Do not. Oh, I'm glad I thought of that. Do not leave out reverse flushing the cooler, guys. That could be why you failed in the first place. In fact, some of that trash might be caught in that cooler. So I'm gonna have to reverse flush the cooler. When I get it in, quick learn it. I'm sure you guys heard of quick learn. Then go on my patented test drive. All right, but that's all I have, man. I'm just letting y'all know wow, I done spent my whole entire typical day in the shop video on this crazy journey. Sorry, guys. I know y'all wanted to see more interesting things, but I got tied up. Oh, fluid, please, whatever you do, ATF +4, guys. Yes, don't sleep on this stuff, okay? Yes, Valvoline Max Life will work, but this is where it's at, guys. All right, that's all I have, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next video.